Alright, let's take a note of where we are in the mats. Not that I think it's changed too much. So clear liquid reagent zone 207, 500. And powder is 289, 300. So we're 6 and 7 each. I need this run right here, which is going to drastically drop it. And then I need 6 more runs of pure powder. So we're almost done with reagents. So we're getting there. We're going to go drop that shit off after the boss, and then go to Aetherion for 2 hours. Yep. Now, we're not going to have guild buffs, so I will need to make up that 20% drop chance somewhere. Do these things... No, it doesn't give you... It's just extra AP, damage reduction. It's fucking useless for me. Which sucks they're getting rid of them. They should let you keep these, because at some point this would actually be valuable. That's good. That's better than the buff that we got now. But that's no good. So I thought about saving up 8,000 sharps, then finally clicking it. Because, I mean, then that's halfway to pity. I'll be able to get at least, I think, 2 guild quests in, I think. As long as I kill well, I should be able to do fine. Okay, yeah, it's there. You're not really supposed to hear like a ton of background noise on this, because it's gonna get loud as shit when we actually kick this thing off. Get guardian noises doing guardian things. Alright, 31 seconds. Almost there. Honestly, I think we'll use that Dark Wings once we get to a point where we're not, like, at hard cap. Hello there. How's it going? How you doing today? How's it going? Take that off. Go ahead and pop that up. Oh, get in the zone. Get in the zone. Get some of these mobs dropped today. Make a few billion. It's gonna be a good day. Good. Can't really complain. I'm just taking a break in between the work grinds and gonna go beat some ass here for a bit in Aetherion Castle. And yeah, I'm gonna go try to get a few dollars put into the bank account here.
Dollars? Bank account?
Yeah, the silver bank account.
You
know, because I'm just a broke boy.
Trying to live his best broke life.
Tired? Yeah, I've been up since let's see here. Like 3:08 or something like that. And it's only 11:30. I got all the day left to go. I still got to get through tonight, but we'll see what happens. I'm not 100% sure I'll be back at time to do 3 hours, so I figured we'd come here and knock this shit out. Take the time now, get her done. I mean, I got 2 hours on the blessing, so I mean, that's cool. I just got to get up to hard cap. Won't have the guild buffs, but I don't really give a shit about 200% EXP and 20% drop rate. I can get that. Buy some pepperoni pizza with mushrooms. You know, I would, except the only place I would actually dare to eat pizza from is an hour and a half away from here.
What in tarnation? I'm eating pizza right now.
Well, I don't eat bread normally, and I know for a fact, this one pizza place literally imports everything from Italy. And it does not have the effect when I eat it.
Awesome.
So when I eat like Papa John's or local pizzeria, it all kind of gives me that bogged down feeling. I eat specifically from this one place up in North Atlanta. Doesn't affect me one bit. Because it's literally everything is from Italy. So.
Yeah, usually I just take for me, I'd have to take a longer trip, but I'd just go to Chicago and have a good time.
Chicago deep dishes.
Them things are beautiful.
It's just
and then
the three
there's
of us.
Rosati's. Which one did we go to that they closed down for us?
Rosati's.
Oh, Rosati's.
Yeah, I started noticing the whole like bogging me down over last summer. And like every day at about shit. I would say I would eat and I would be home, and then from 6 to almost like 8:30 I felt like shit every day. I ate a sandwich, pizza, anything you name it that had bread on it, except for like taco shells. When I did like soft tacos, and normally most of the places have stuff that's imported from Mexico. It's not American processed flour. And when I noticed when I ate that pizza place, it also didn't affect me at all.
That's because they traditionally most Italian places will make it on spot
Well,
along with that imported goods.
yeah, I mean, so but the thing is if I go to like the authentic Italian place here, it does it to me because they're using flour bought here in the U.S. But the guy that specifically owns this one up in North Atlanta, he has his own tomato orchard, so he's getting the tomatoes directly from this one place in San Marzano. And
very nice tomatoes.
yes, and
Those are like
I've even heard, according to somebody who knows him pretty well, says he actually imports water, and he makes the dough specifically with the water there.
Wow.
That's how hardcore he gets. But like as far as like washing dishes and stuff like that, he still uses like shit you would get there. You guys recommend like actual
local
pizza restaurants? I mean, honestly, I wouldn't do like junk food place ones like Papa John's, Domino's, Pizza Hut. I wouldn't probably do that. I would be more inclined for the local mom and pop ones because usually they make it better and you don't get this like how do I put it? It kind of has this like it's just better made, I guess is the way to say it. It doesn't feel like a corporate pizza. And I also
Portobello's in Chicago is great.
Like I also wouldn't do like frozen pizzas. I can't do those.
I can do them. It just takes a specific time. The pizza thing, it really depends for me too. I'm pretty picky on my pizzas. I can usually eat any of the local ones because all of ours are like hardcore Italians.
Yeah. The song that should be playing right now is Rickroll. Because that's literally what this boss is doing to us.
Every time.
Wow, it actually did its attack. Like the full attack. I don't like that thing being behind me.
I mean, it did like 100 damage to me.
I got
another buff.
I got another one of the AP buffs.
Yeah, I got another AP buff too.
I feel like I get cheated with that because I can't use them right now.
Oh no, you're getting cheated.
Because I can't.
You're gonna use one.
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
I don't get anything from it.
I mean, I don't get anything from it. Yeah, no, those AP ones are totally useless.
Like I would get value out of it. I would get value out of it at
Orbita?
Yeah. What's your favorite pizza? Mine's a shrimp ham, pineapple overnight in the fridge, eat in the morning ice cold. For me, it's I mean, it's the traditional you know, Italian pizza. You know, the margherita pizza. That's where I'm at.
I don't even know what those are actually supposed to be.
So it is it's
Huh?
fresh mozz,
I was
basil,
say though.
and
It's all different.
um
Each
the
place does it kind of differently.
yeah. I mean, but it should be pretty staple when it comes to the basics of it.
By what's in it, yeah, but not necessarily by the taste, because they, you know, a lot of them do it by taste.
Sure.
You know, they taste them and then they're like, okay, that sauce we're gonna use tomorrow. You know, because usually it's made the night before or the morning of.
Yeah, we always made it the morning of.
Yeah, it just depends on the place.
We
Alright. Time to go smack Aetherion mobs.
stand.
I think
But
it
I
could be
mean,
right too.
the one I got at the pizza place that I would go to had a special pickled pepper on it.
Ooh,
Let's see here, onions, Italian sausage,
caramelized?
and
Caramelized onions?
yes, it was fucking the bomb.
Italian sausage is always good on them too.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
just been going with the traditional pepperoni and cheese myself here lately. Extra sauce.
Extra sauce, interesting.
Yeah. I'm not a thin pizza person because if you've had like a deep dish pizza from Giordano's, like, I'm like yeah, it's a good time. You don't need no extra sauce with that.
Alright, so we're gonna pop that, and that.
Don't get me wrong, one pie from Giordano's was 100 and something, like $105.
Holy shit.
It was fucking awesome though. We had to eat it with a fucking fork.
Dear God.
That's true pizza.
That's the only way to eat a true deep dish pizza. You're not picking that sucker up. You're fucking up. That's the Chicago pizza, you know?
Yeah, yeah. Alright, today's gonna be just aggro, so I'm not gonna pop any extra buffs with it. So...
I mean, there's not much extra buffs to pop other than EXP. Because you got plenty of those.
Yeah.
Should. Sorry, should.
Yeah, no, I'm good on that end. Let's see here. Let's pop energy. And then...
What's the energy one right now?
It's the energy is just the combat EXP. Alright. Drop rate is currently sitting at 230. So I need a J scroll to get to 300, or I need to pop the 50s.
Tent?
Yeah, tent and a 50. Well, that's what we'll do, is a tent and a 50.
That's
320.
Here. Get back.
All right.
Okay, one stone tap. So I was sadly mistaken on the wait, what am I trying to do? So I was hoping that the Quello pieces of the old moon
Mm-hmm.
was like 20 million for whatever reason. I thought that there was.
Mm-hmm.
No. They're 50 mil.
Oof.
So if they're 50 mil a piece, you're still spending 100 mil just to, or yeah, you're still spending 100 mil just by 100 of them,
It's gross.
or 100 sharps as opposed to 2, or 20 sharps as opposed to 2 pieces of old moon for the sharp or for
Yeah.
the stones. Kind of the bullshit.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
Exactly. Do you guys actually know anywhere who can actually steamroll the highest content in the game? I mean,
Close.
you're gonna be in like the top 0.00001%. Like, you're only talking a handful of people.
Yeah, I mean, like, we're almost there. We're
But-
almost there.
You're probably looking at, to steamroll, Zethian might be one of the only few that I could think of, and Choice are probably like one of the few that you'll find that are actually like near hard cap.
Yeah, they have full
But
hard
even
cap.
then, it's not going to be steamroll for how they design the grind spots. Like, it's going to take a while
No,
for
it
them to
takes me a
release
damn
something
while
to find steamroll content. Because the way they've designed the
Yeah.
hard cap is, or the hard cap on APs is going to prevent you from doing steamroll. But there are people that are grinding Stars Zen. There's people that's grinding Underwater Sakraya. No, season doesn't. You can't go past a certain point in season. Season is really a 250 AP spot. Like, it's realistically what you can do. You can probably do some of the high 275, 280 spots with your class carried and crystals, but you're not going to be doing... you won't come to a Danya on a seasonal character unless you're just fucking crazy.
No.
And you got a Death Wish.
That's, yeah, you'd be coming out here just to sign your own warrant. And taking many dirt naps.
Yeah, those all those nice crystals you got, they're gonna be gone. And it's gone.
Yep, just like I break them.
No, I mean, like, is there new updates with the seasons regarding in-game? No. Think of, when it comes to seasons, seasonal stuff, you basically need to consider that starter content. Then, when it comes to in-game stuff, that really only gets announced at Heidel Ball. Calpheon Ball is more looking forward. Year-end wrap-up for them, where the big shit is normally Calpheon Ball. Or Heidel Ball, which is coming up here in June.
Yeah, we'll get
Like, they've done some big stuff at Calpheon, but it's normally the big reveals are at Heidel.
or the summer
Yeah, the
event.
yeah.
Idol, yeah. Man, I'm only one tier of mobs away from being able to play at the high end. Don't push me.
Do it.
Only a few clicks. Just a
Mhm.
few.
Just a few lucky taps.
All the man needs. I mean, I am
All right,
essentially
John
around the
Cena.
corner.
Take care and enjoy your evening, and we'll see you later. Because, I mean, let's be real. What they're going to show off here at Calpheon, or Heidel this year, is going to be, they're going to show off Adania Part 2. They're going to show off the new class. They'll probably tease the next class after the new one. With, like, a concept art shit.
And they're gonna tease us about some new area.
That would have to be, the 100 floor dungeon.
Adania.
It'll be the 100 floor dungeon at that point.
Yeah, has to be.
And then they'll probably show another couple concept arts of Valencia 1,000 years ago, and we're all still going, why? You have this big-ass
Yeah,
world,
we're
and you
all-
want to go back in fucking time? That's really your best thought? I'm hoping that there's been enough pushback about that shit over the last year that they finally say, okay, we're not going to go forward with that. We're going to keep expanding the world itself.
Let's just hope that. And fix things. And I don't know, give us like 1 or 2 more ships or something stupid. I
Why
don't know.
do we need to be given another ship?
I want just different types or different variations that aren't the Carrick.
But I
'Cause
mean,
there's,
you've
like,
got the
4 types
Carrick,
of
and then,
Carrick.
well, yeah, but you've got the only thing else is the Galleon. And I mean,
Yeah, but the Galleon's not permanent.
I know, and that's kind of the issue is they're wanting that to be the kind of like the supreme thing, but it's not really the best. It's not. It's weird.
Well, they have technically, you could say that there's 5 ships that you could use. One might say in that blue ocean or blue battlefield or whatever.
Yeah.
I cannot say
The
that
Panok.
fucking Korean word. Sorry.
The Panok. The
Yeah, the Panok. The Korean ship.
Yep. Somebody took that out to
And
Wales
then
one
the
day,
other-
and I absolutely fucked the boat up with it. I was like, really?
Yeah, I can't imagine like using it, but I don't know. I'm just aware that people do use it.
Yeah.
And so I would hope that they'd come out with at least a couple of different versions, maybe, I like ships I could run around in myself, but that's my Star Citizen self talking.
I was about to say, are you sure we're not trying to play Star Citizen in Black Desert?
Hey man, they had ships you could walk around in. What you mean?
I mean, so Six Sal had a pretty good take on ship content here a while back. He said that the biggest thing they need to do is they need to make it to where people can actually transport other people's goods. But you need to give a
That
ship,
fucking too.
you need to give a ship that can actually carry the weight of it, like a real cargo ship.
Yeah, because none of the ships are technically cargo ships. They're all generally in the same range of each other.
Like something that can
Only by
actually
what?
travel. And then he says, then it puts out a thing where it forces you to have to hire someone to come escort you because it can still be flagged up on and sank. So now you need to get those Carracks to come out and guard the ship and actually create a fleet. So it creates a business for the people that are actually wanting to do it. But he says you've got to make it rewarding and you can't make the ship go overweight. They said you can't do that. You've got to be able to carry some astronomical amount of shit and be able to transport it from place to place.
Yeah, because a lot of times, like 20,000 weight, yeah, it seems a lot, but
No,
reality,
put a couple
it's not.
crates on it, it's over.
That's what I'm saying. In reality, it's really not.
No.
It's just like that 6,000 weight that wagons get. Yeah, it
Fucking
seems like
useless.
something.
It's fucking useless when it comes to like trade crates.
Right. And it's because, well, if you think about it, if you do just a week's worth of trade crates, that probably doesn't even fit on it.
Oh god, no. You can't even put a day's worth of trade crates on it.
That's stupid as fuck. I'm sorry. That is absolutely asinine and backwards.
Yeah, it's so heavy. You can't even carry a day's worth of crates on it.
Well, you want me to carry just 20 freaking crates, at a time somewhere and run the wagon? No. No. See, that's something I just couldn't put myself through. I knew that was like something that.
Well,
you
so
kinda
here's the
had to did
difference.
back in the day, though.
No, you never used wagons and trade crates ever.
Oh, I've heard of people doing it though.
It
So I
was
was like, okay.
Nah, it's
I
fucking-
don't know if I'd do it.
it's for fucking retards at that point. Son of a bitch! I forgot to turn Agris on again for the first 12 minutes.
That's not so bad. I was grinding Orbita for like 40 minutes the other day and didn't even realize it. I was like, uh-oh. I'm not getting good loot.
So the big thing that happens with the wagon is it was designed for Imperial trading. That's what it was meant for. The items were worth several million silver each, and you'd go trade those items around and you'd make 300-400 mil on that. But the issue is trade crates is about volume, not quality.
Correct.
So the highest quality crate we have is the jewelry crate, which is 2.4 million for.
It's not worth making.
No, because the platinum alone is at raw is almost worth more than that crate.
Stupid.
The jewelry crate would have to be worth around, I think it was roughly 6 million to make it worth. So that's all the plat ingots, all the gold ingots, all the silver ingots, the time. It'd have to be like 6 mil to do it.
Yeah, something that should have been changed a long time ago, to where when those prices and things go up and down, it will never affect those kind of things because their worth is more than what the up and down can be.
Correct.
And it should always been that way, but it never has been. Only a select few handful of things are technically that way.
And I mean, we're running out to the point now where you can't even do Calpheon crates. The only way you can do them is to process them. You used to could just buy the plywood after, like, Master 25, 26, you could just buy the plywood. But it's been pushed up so much in inflated price because them raising the prices on the central market, trying to make the central market more worth. And it's like, you're fucking up the system that could have fixed a lot of that.
Yeah, you just make the crates worth more. Like, how fucking stupid.
So now the only thing you can realistically buy raw or maxed and do at the current moment is the Snowfield Cedar Timber crates. You can buy the plywood if you're Master 25 or higher. You can buy the Snowfield Cedar plywood and the Thuja plywood and just make it. It goes through. It's profitable.
There was no also there was no not red, but white cedar plywood on the market.
Yeah, people are normally buying one or the other. If you process one, you can usually get away with buying the other if you get in a weird spot. But people don't normally sell plywoods in heavy bulk. Because it's almost not worth the time investment to process it.
No. I mean, I might process for an hour and feel bad about it still. Even though I know an hour basically nets me about a rank in processing.
The other part that you have to think about too is fishing. Like, fishing needs to be updated drastically. Fishing needs to be the median average of the new player grind spots.
Yeah,
An hour.
I agree.
So right now we're fishing averages still at Hakoven. I've only gotten that one Migaloo. I am still at 1.1 billion average a night there.
Yeah.
Which is just at, like 125 mil an hour. You can go fucking grind polys and make 300, 400 mil an hour.
Correct.
I mean, shit, it's nearly 1 billion silver an hour if you calculated all the fucking potion shit into it. It technically is 1 billion silver an hour grind, like 800, 900 mil.
Yeah, if
'Cause
you're
we did-
turning everything that you're getting in, and you might be able to get an extra bit if you just stop like every other set of mobs and, you know, collect them up.
No,
like
it's too
I do.
it's too slow.
I'll set. I'll only
Because
do
the
it, like I said, it's not every set, but it's like
so if you're wanting
once
to
around.
go, and this is coming from the 90-ish hours that I recorded during the potion thing. If you were to slow down at all, you're risking the Atanus per hour. You had to keep the Atanus per hour up. Unfortunately, you don't get Atanus on the gather of them. You get it on the mob kill. So the idea of polys was just mass extinction. That was the case, because when I took in, because I took in 3 characters. I took in my Ranger, I took in my Valkyrie, and I think I took the Guardian out there. And fucked with her for a bit. And the issue is, at polys, you're gonna lose money per hour if you try to gather them. Even landing truffle mushrooms, you're gonna lose money per hour. If you are going after, you know, full degen, level 2 loot scroll, which most people don't recommend you do at polys.
No.
But if you go level 2 loot scroll, you go for all the Atanus element, you know, you're going for Atanus element drops. And you put in the hours, it becomes about an 800 mil an hour grind when you sell the potion. And only when you sell the potion. If not, it's like 400 or 500 mil. But you add all that in. Then it was like a 1.3 billion silver an hour grind if the cup event is there. Because of the hours needed to go through it. So you can nearly make polys a 1.3 to 1.4 billion if you really had the clear speed of a perfectly tuned Valk. You could totally pull like 1.3, 1.4. But the average person, you're probably... Oh, I just realized something. I can't record this hour. Or these hours.
What you messed up on?
I'm about 90% sure there's Blackstones, and yep, Kafra's just sitting in my inventory. I mean, sure, I could throw some fake numbers in there of what 2 hours normally averages out, but that's not how we...
In case you're only recording the trash loot.
Yeah, but I don't do that at, I don't do that on Garmoth. I record the whole thing. If I don't do it right, I don't record it.
I got you.
Because I'm not going to fake the data. I'm not going to flood the data. Even though statistically I could say right down the middle on the average and it would be correct. Just go slightly under and it's fine. I could totally flub it and record the other shit. But I won't, just because I'd like to keep the data clean. So, and we're only doing 2 hours, so we're going to burn, I think, 50,000 is what we should roughly be.
Burning progress.
Yeah. So we'll be back grinding sooner than normal. Because we'll get 20,000 tomorrow morning. So that'll put me at 70. So yeah, 3 days. So Thursday would be our next grind day.
What was that Italian place that you were talking about called?
Antico's. 3 locations in Atlanta. Georgia Tech, Brave Stadium, and Avalon. And he finally fixed his dough issue about, let's see here, when was it? It was right when he opened the Avalon, I want to say, because it used to be the Georgia Tech would only run until the dough ran out, and then I believe it was right at the open of Avalon that he still had the policy of when the dough's gone, is when they shut down. And then when they opened the Brave Stadium, he had to figure out how to hold on to it longer. Or how to make more. Or sustain making more dough. So. Because I remember going to the Georgia Tech one long time ago, and it was like, he would start turning people away. Saying, we're out of dough.
A good cook doesn't want people to eat bad food.
Yep. But it's just
or not have enough resources for it.
It was just they couldn't sustain making it at the time. Like, he's now got a much bigger crew doing it. So now he can sustain making the dough.
I'm on the ground. Oh, I know why. Run!
Wrong crystals?
Yep.
Gotta love it. You need a crystal check. I need a buff check.
It's okay, I fixed it. Had just enough time to run around the circle and do a quick apply and we're good. Like, why am I getting thrown on the ground? They aren't hurting me no more, though. That's the fun part.
Gloves really helped you out that much, did they?
Yeah. I told you it would.
Yeah.
But I didn't think that it, like, would help enough where I'd, like, really notice it. No, it did. Oof.
I mean, that's good.
Mhm.
What you want.
What we wanted, you aren't wrong. I just need to clack them up to Tet, and I'll feel a little bit better. I think Tet's when you get a +2. Which would be absolutely better than obliterating at that point.
Yep. I technically have enough crons I could have tapped my weapon, but I just kind of hadn't felt like it, because I'm like, it's not gonna go.
I mean, you never really know, but you aren't wrong. I'd save up for like what you've been doing. Just do the 10 taps at a time and try to beat RNG. Because you could be a cracky addict like me and fucking do it one at a time. Or in some cases, like I'll do 2 or 3 at a time. It depends on how much crowns I got, you know?
Well, I mean, I'm in Cron Purgatory until, um,
hmm
well, not really. And well, I kind of am because it's not the spending of the crons; it's the spending of where the silver's going. So I get the knobs
Right.
done, then it doesn't. Then I can flush whatever I grind a day down in crons and wouldn't give a shit.
Oh yeah, then you'd be at where I'm at when you just don't care because you already have everything. It's not like you're missing anything.
Well, yeah, because it's at that point it's the stupidly expensive upgrade is the deck accessories, but that's only 1 AP. Where at least pushing
Yeah,
up
but they're
my
not
other
a whole lot of taps. You're not necessarily spending as much on those as you are the weapons because they're only like 30 taps or something low. It's not enough to like be like, oh, that's a shit ton. Well, no,
but it's not
the,
worth
the,
is what I'm kind of saying is like
that's
if
true.
while I'm in that state of where the upgrade becomes kind of like it doesn't matter, it's just wherever you can get it, then sure, you can start saying, well, let's start cycling the accessories, see what we get. You could start saying, okay, we got some hammers, let's click on the whatever it is. But while it seems
Fucking
like,
roulette and shit.
I mean, I would never roulette shit.
No, I didn't mean like without prawns. I meant like, you know,
Oh, go around and tap and
just
see which one goes? Yeah, no, I mean, we could do that.
yeah,
Now that
because
shit,
that works for me all the time. Just click off and be like, well, fuck, I only got so much crowns left for this. Screw it, I'm clicking that one.
Yep.
I can't tell you how much times I've had something go because of that. Oh no. Oh god. You know what's the problem here?
What?
I'm trying to kill an Orbita, and it's fucking before 7.
Yeah, it's at night.
Yeah, that sometimes causes a problem. It does sometimes cause a problem. Yep, I only need a few more AP to start doing the Rizolka Castle. I'm not going to be a fan of the whole Tenebrum Castle. Screw that place.
Wait, you're gonna go to Rishalka?
Yeah, because the Rizolka is going to be the next one up. At least for me at 270 or 375. So I won't be at 385 for a minute. Or, yeah.
Why would you go to Rishalka over Orbita?
Because I won't be able to do Orbita until a certain AP level. Like as far as the getting the
Oh, you mean for the weekly kill
Yeah.
quest? Oh, yeah, no. I'm sitting here going, wait, why would you go grind Rishalka?
Oh no, I wouldn't.
Like, I'd grind Aetherion before I'd grind that shit.
Oh, I'd grind Orbita over a fucking Nymphomere
Yeah.
all day. I mean, this place is hands down more money per hour. Just because of the whole 140k, and I generally get the same amount of trash per hour. Both are all 3 places. I don't know what's up with Aetherion, at least for me. I still think it's my class. Because I can only technically get so much per hour.
Mm-hmm.
And I think these people are using, you know, they're just using all their Agris in that 1 hour, or they're using the coin.
And they're not saying that they're using the coin.
Or something like that. Because it's like, when I see like a number like a 30k or something like that from there, and I'm like, dude, I can't even hit, what?
I can't even get 20 on my own. And I'm hard capped.
I can hit the 23k with Agris and a coin. that's when I was like, I generally get like 17K, you know, or somewhere in a region of 18 when I'm, you know, at Aetherion. So it's like, well, I'd love to know how these people get it. 'Cause it's either that or they're just lying. Fluffing the numbers, you know?
Yeah.
Fucking fluffers.
I'm not mad at it, you know?
I mean, that's why
Just
I
get
take
the
such
point.
tight analytical data of mine, because this way I can say, okay, this is what I really had. You can see my streams, you can see me go through every moment of it, and you can see me record it, and I can come back and say, yep, here it is, the receipts. This is what we got.
I agree.
So,
Well, the only other thing I wonder is like something like doing the Marnie realm at Aetherion, because that place wouldn't necessarily be so capped on. Like this place, you're kind of capped on when the sometimes the spawn between some of the mobs can be long because of the stone not allowing you to hit it right away. Because when you go to the bigger stones, it takes a couple minutes, it seems, after you've killed the third skinny pillar.
mhm.
Yeah, it seems to take it a minute, and that kind of slows down your rate of what you're getting. But the golems technically are giving you all your loot here. So I don't know. That's why I think Marnie here isn't as good. I'm starting to think maybe Marnie at maybe Aetherion would be better, because then the mobs would actually they would just respawn faster.
I mean, the only way we could myth bust this is to just fucking take the data and go do it. You know, I have enough hours unaggressed, I could go pop into a thing. I would need to put down the same amount of, you know, whatever group we're gonna pull data from, and average out the, like, say if we're gonna do 4 hours of my non-aggressed runs, we could take the 4 hours of non-aggress, and then I could do 4 hours in the Marnie realm, and we put them together and we see if I get anything worth a fuck difference.
That's true. And remember, the Marnie realm does track all your loot,
That's weird.
so you don't have to like technically. You just put down the numbers after your hour, because you'll have an hour and 5 minutes after once you buy the scroll. So that's how you could also look at the Marnie realm, is that, I mean, you don't even almost have to, you know, be too extreme about it. You could just, you know, be like, oh, I've got this much in here. All I'm counting right now is just, you know, trying to throw away the stuff that takes up too much frickin' weight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because you won't be able to, like, leave, you know, you'll have to...
Well, as long as I can maid out, I'm fine. I've got enough maids to
Yeah,
cycle.
you can mate out. Yeah, it doesn't stop you from doing all that. Yeah, I'm just curious as hell about that, is all. Because it's just one of those things, like, when you hear that number on Garmoth, you're like, really? I don't know how.
But then you also got to remember, the Marnie scroll's got to be deducted from your profits, so...
Mm-hmm. In this place, it's like 80 mil. I mean, sure, it's not a whole lot. I think the Aetherion's like 50 mil or something.
I can check before I head off, because it's right in front of me.
Damn, I keep forgetting to use my Z buff and my class buff. Oops.
I have specific points in the grind. I use mine here at Aetherion because it's more. I use
Same.
the class buff for the super armor. The 8 seconds of super armor I get, so I don't get CC'd at all, which is, I normally want to use that during one of the big phases, and then I just cycle the Z buff on cooldown, like, because I'm already overcapped, so it's more of just in case something drops, you don't see the dip.
Mm-hmm. True.
Even though I think if I did the math right, if I kept the Z buff up, I probably wouldn't have to use the house buff. I'm gonna do the math on it and see when I can drop it at Aetherion.
Yeah, I am also curious a little bit, but I know if I come to Aetherion, I almost don't even need to run like potions.
I don't even think you would have to.
I just need to run the Danya Drought and the Simple Carmel. And my horse buffs. That's about it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm on the... So if I'm on just the Adanya potion only, you would definitely be on it. Because you've got the Gemstone. Or no, you've got the Han.
I got the Han Stone.
Yeah. So you may not even need the Adanya elixir. You could probably just run...
Normal one.
I mean, at that point, you'd still just run it, because they're basically the same price.
That's why I was just gonna run an Adana, because I was like, well, I mean, I'm essentially spending the same, and I need to buy a certain amount of them every week or every couple of days, so I just don't worry about it. I grab a bunch of gold.
Well, I will soon be your crack supplier.
Haha! Because my class needs all the help she can get. At least with health. I mean, she has weird ways of getting her health back, like, pretty quickly. It's just not normal, we'll just say that. You know, the one skill that I don't use on this damn class is a full invincible for, like, a whole minute.
What skill is that?
It's called Tiger Blade. Tiger Blade only allows you to use a handful of skills, but it basically means that you go into full crack mode. Your attack power and your attack speed go up, and you're invincible for a whole minute.
Nice.
I don't use it because it really does limit you on what you can and can't do. But man, it sure is fucking girthy when you do use it. I've used it in the Red Battlefield. It's fun out there.
Yeah, because, I mean, then you're pissing in their sandbox, and they're like, shit, I can't kill you.
Oh, okay, so it's invincible at the start, super armor during all actions, and invincible once skill in.
Okay.
So it's pretty much a one hardcore thing. And for it to be a whole minute, have it be basically non-interruptible. Yeah, it does give you some skills to use. Not a whole lot. But your evasion, I guess, goes up 24. Attack speed goes up 23%, and movement speed goes up 23%. Or 31 seconds. Oh, it's 30 seconds, not a minute. My bad. Good enough. Somebody's still gonna die.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that definitely sounds like a get fucked button.
Yeah. Yeah, you traditionally want to use the Prime Blade of Mewa, which is her fast buff with the Tiger Blade, which makes you absolutely fucking Giga Chad. Because Prime Blade gives you plus 35 AP,
Okay.
crit hit rate 30%, attack speed 20%, and movement speed 20% for 30 seconds. And as long as I remind myself to keep decapitation or something for 3 hits for 30 seconds, I'll have all AP plus 24 at all times. So she can be cracked out in some situations.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of cards that have to add up right there, you know?
Yeah, you've got to keep a lot of variables going.
Mm-hmm. And that's the truth. I mean, it takes a little bit of doing. Oh, hey. Gonna be 7 a.m. here in the game real quick.
It already is 7 a.m.
What?
Yeah. 7:03.
Now it's 7. Over here it's now 7.
Weird.
What? Are we both on Adana?
Yeah.
On the same server?
That's the difference in our game connections, I guess. Because I just logged in and I logged in from the other computer, so it reset my clocks.
I have to look at the difference between the two computers I have over here going.
What I would do is log one out and then log one in, and then look at the time difference between the two computers.
Well, the one recently reset itself because of who knows why the game booted it, but because the horse has stopped running and the character was off the horse.
That's annoying.
Sorry, off the wagon.
Close enough.
The wagon was like a couple corners down the road.
Weird. So that was a lag, because it put you where it had updated, and it left the wagon where it disconnected.
Desynced. It's one of the weird issues that BDO kind of has. That's why a lot of people also bitch about in PvP, or in at least the sea battle stuff, because of desync.
Oh yeah.
Desync could get you messed up out here. I don't like that. I really don't. All 3 of the small ones are down. I'm waiting. So now I've just gotten in the habit of anytime I kill the Titan, I blow all the maids on the trash flute.
Yep. That's what I do, is every time I get the boss and I'm waiting for the thing to start back up for me to hit it, I drop my loot off.
This one be like Hunglam Base,
Okay.
where when the boss is killed and the one fox appears, you'll get a couple rounds of just for your loot.
Ah, so it's like
Yeah,
Ulukita.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the Yazarid Highlands.
Yep. Alright, let's see if we can get one more done.
Cha man. Yeah, I go up 41 points in all AP, and I use just the Z and the class buff.
It's fucking wild. Because I think when I use... I don't have my Z buff yet, but that was... we got 20 off of that buff. Yeah, it's 20. I can get 50.
50, nice.
Yeah, my class buff and Z buff do not stack.
They don't stack?
Nope. So I can't push it even higher. That is the cap I can do. I can go up 50. So I can't push what the Z buff is. Basically, you on the Guardian, you're gonna rotate your Z buff and your class buff.
Wow.
But I'm at
Yeah, I can stack
1664 right now, so I mean I can definitely take some shit off. Cause I got
Sure.
almost 50 AP here I can get rid of.
Yeah, and you can turn it into like critical hit damage or back attack. Same thing for your sovereign stones, you know, or your reforged stone.
I've got all max damage stats.
Same. I've
All
just seen that there is other sets for them though.
Yeah, but I mean, I've got the BSR, I've got the, like, anything that's gonna do damage is already in there. The only thing that's not in there is crit rate or accuracy, or, no, it's, crit rate's in there, accuracy is the thing that's, subjective. But accuracy isn't gonna do shit here. I can already turn around and hit them not looking at them. That's how accurate I am. Yeah, I think I'll retire my AP scrolls here.
I wouldn't use them there.
I don't think it's worth just...
I mean, you already know what I run there.
Yep.
I don't run much. And I'm already beyond overcap because of my gear. I'd have to like take a piece off. Just like that defense thing, like the worst part is that my character really wasn't noticing too much of a difference between me having the gloves on and having the gloves off. And now I notice it.
I mean, that's definitely good.
But they also don't break in less than an hour now, so. Which is also crazy because the Donna region makes your armor kind of bust kind of quick.
Well, it's because you're getting bombarded normally.
Bombarded is the right answer. Definitely going full ham here, yep. Damn, all the stones are dead. I'm waiting again.
I've still got to do the back attack test here at some point. But if I'm going to try to pull off some of the other shit, I probably need to keep the Adanya AP.
Mm-hmm. At least in the Donna zone. You don't have to outside of it. However, outside of it, there's only going to be a handful of spots where you'd want to try outside of it anyway.
Well, I've also got to think, too, the only places I would realistically be grinding are the party spots with people. So, I mean, at that point, yeah, I would be running Vicious Shadows.
And Vicious Shadows is
The
what?
back attack one.
Okay. Is it like super expensive to make or something?
I mean, the Amplified Strike is going to be the hardest point, but you just make the Amplified Strike. Don't buy it.
Yeah. I wouldn't have to buy it. I'd just make it. It's, I get plenty of these crystallized things per hour, so I could just save up real quick and make them over time.
At one point, before I quit, we were gambling 5 bill a crack, and I would see if we would get lucky or not on getting strikes back when they sold to pre-order at 5 bill.
Damn.
Yep. Some days I got lucky, some days I got fucked.
Think I've looted more than a couple of those and just straight sold them.
Alright, 5 minutes till I need to re-up my buffs. Well, specifically re-up my horse buff.
Hell, my crack butt was thinking of making amplified combat EXP stones.
You fucking mad lad.
I mean, I was running the combat stones for forever and a day. At this point, I'm like, you know, I don't see how it's gonna hurt me. Like literally until I hit like Nymphomeres when I changed it to the amplified Donna set.
That's wild.
Because I didn't feel like I needed it anywhere.
I mean, fair.
Because the amount of trash that I was getting when I was technically like at the same levels as these people who were doing the hours or whatever, it was equal to or sometimes better. So I was like, well, I'm not gonna worry about it. But Adana region, however, the mobs don't die all that fast unless you're using that kind of stuff, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, another free. All the free loot. 4K every time. Every time we get to the get to the boss. About 4K of trash loot here.
Yeah, I'm trying to think out of
If you
all the
run.
classes I have that I've played, who would actually do I feel would be do the best here? And I'm thinking it might end up actually being the Guardian. Like
The Guardian's pretty cracked.
over like if we're looking at Guardian,
on.
Seraph, and Wizard and Dracania. I think the Guardian's gonna outperform all of them. And the only way the Seraph might outperform is if I can get the Black Spirit Crystals switched into the AP slots.
Mm-hmm.
But that's 30 fucking billion just to get the base one, and then I gotta spend the money to turn that bitch Jin. Which I have most of the shit for the Jin part. That's great. That's the dumb shit. Or the Han or whatever it is. But again, that's a post Nav accessory grind.
Yeah, it's after the knobs. I'm wanting to almost at least push my Awakened Weapon and my other offhand at least another up one.
Well, it's so I'm looking at it as like a 40 bill upgrade. So it's as long as I'm overcapped, I don't care. If I'm not overcapped, then I care. Because me tapping my weapon up isn't going to do me shit in terms of efficiency of grind if I'm overcapped.
Yeah, because you can only kill so fast, per se.
Yep, and you can only kill, like, you're limited. Like, it's not like there's... And with all the 5% hard cap AP stuff, doesn't matter. It's like...
Whoa. No, that's why you see me killing at Orbita, because what's the point in me trying to kill... Like, I could try to kill it anywhere else, but right now, Orbita's making me just enough extra that it doesn't make sense for me to kill anywhere else.
Yeah.
Aetherion's just to go for me to, like, go to if I just want some fun in life and don't want to get pressure.
Yeah.
Because at this point, like, I can't... Like, if I'm going to Dark Seekers, I'm breaking myself in half.
At this point, I don't think I would ever go back to Dark Seekers. I would go to Highlands. Because I would rather dice my luck at the Kabuas there than Highlands. Or than Dark Seekers.
Dark Seekers.
But I would almost have to crack the Dracania out to go there. So I could guarantee I shit the leg in 2 skills.
Does the leg not really have like an AP cap associated to it or something?
So far, I have only been able to do it once on the Guardian. I can't do it on the Seraph. I have to go 3 or 4 rounds on the Seraph, 3 on the Guardian. The Dracania, I can put her skills into it, and the right single target big DPS skills, I can drop the leg in 2 rotations.
Damn.
So the Dracania would have to go out there. Now, technically, in AoE, the Guardian's gonna shit on her, but I can't get the leg down fast enough for it to matter.
Yeah, the Guardian has kind of big AoEs. Nice and big AoEs. Yeah, a lot of people say doing Tenebrum for the weekly it's pretty rough because of the whole you're trying to deal with the platforms.
I'd have to go look.
If you do the event quest,
You'll do the mini version of it?
that's basically the gist of it.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm going to go grab the thrones at one point.
I mean, it won't hurt for the extra 5 Adano stones.
Oh, when you
Even
complete
though
them
it's
all,
right-
do you get the Adana stones for it?
Yeah, every time you complete, each time you complete one, you get one.
Oh, you mean the actual story ones, not the cheap little throne event quests.
Oh no, the cheap throne ones gives you a piece of Adana each time you do that.
Fuck. Okay.
From the event quest.
Well, that's cool.
It's worth doing.
I saw somebody getting triggered that they didn't give the real throne size, that they gave us mini versions of it.
I mean, I'm not gonna use it. It's more for the manor than it is
Yeah.
house. You can't put it in a house.
But that's what they're complaining about, is that it's they're not the same size as the thrones in Adania.
Yeah.
And I'm like, really? This is what we're
Boy.
complaining about?
Some of those are fucking big though. I have them all up in my one manor. They are kind of big. They're bigger than your character.
Yeah, but they're saying like they're not the throne size of the game, is what they're saying.
Well, then they're smoking crack and wanting too much.
I agree.
Cause I don't know what else to say, but I got them down, and you should see the size of them. They're not small. It's like cause some of those are kind of big. I'm just shocked that people actually said that it wasn't big enough. I'm like, huh?
Well, supposedly they're not all the same size as the real thrones,
No, they're
according to
not.
them. And they want them all to be the real throne sizes.
Where are they? Most places are not going to necessarily have all the space for that. So that'd be a really big. I think if we try to clear them, yeah, I'm sure those thrones are not as big, but still they're bigger than your character.
That's all that matters.
And some of those are really bigger than your character.
Well, you've also got a small character.
It's true. I put it in. I bought the one in. I re-updated my one in Land of the Morning Light.
Okay.
So they're in the one right there at the Duck Bowl Village. Or Buckle, or Buckbowl, or Duck Bowl, or whatever it is. Or Del Book, or whatever it is.
I always recommend the one in Heidel because it technically links to both Heidel and Glish storages. And more people are likely to have the storages maxed out for alchemy and cooking in those. That's the only reason why I'd ever recommend those over the others. Unless you're gonna invest into the storages in the Land of the Boring Light regions, then sure.
Well, I wouldn't have any reason to want to invest in those places, even if I had a manor at that place. Because the only thing I have invested out there is just the random. The storages are open, and then the
Shit, I don't even need the horse
going.
buff. I just looked, I was like, I don't even need the horse buff.
Really?
It's sad
Not-
noises. I don't need half the
Not-
shit.
That's true. Because we're getting to the point where our gear is starting to feel a little on the meaningless side. I'm starting to feel it. I'm just starting to feel it. I mean, at least when you move up a spot, you're like, oh yeah, I can use that stuff again.
It was just like, you know how I was saving all those mastery EXP or those mastery scrolls for life?
Mm-hmm.
My dumbass never once thought about that whole time of going, you know, you can't use those because if you're going to be using cake buff, you can't put that and a cake buff up at the same time because they thought it was a fucking genius idea to make those the same type of buff. So, yeah, I could have been using all those 100% or those 100 life skill things for gathering. Added another 100 like consistently. But it's whatever.
I know I do. Just because, like, I'm like, well, I have so much of it, and right now, I don't really have much of a need to want to save them anymore.
Yeah.
Because now it's the burn them up time.
I mean, I wouldn't have gained that much out of them because I used them on the
Probably
big
not,
hours that mattered.
Sure.
Like the degen hours at Bear. We definitely used them there.
Oh yeah.
Or no, actually I didn't. I did one because I didn't use the house buff. But when I used the house buff for the energy regen, didn't use it.
See, I don't even touch the house buffs because usually I'd have to walk there and then come back. The only ones that I'll if it's a like more than an hour buff, then I might question it.
Well, now you have your manor, so now you can just go get your little star and teleport back and forth every hour. Hey, congrats on the Debo neck.
No. I ain't fucking getting no damn star. You ain't talking me into it. I ain't trying to do it. I don't care. I'm gonna sell every last one of them.
Right? I'm selling it as long as they're making money.
Yep. If they're gonna make money on them, I want to see them like below like 1 million or something. Then I'll be like, okay, I might just buy them. Because then at that point, I'm not spending anything or anything of worth to me because I could get that in like an hour.
Yeah.
Oh, well, and if there's a whole bunch of them on the market, like I'd almost wait until they like min list.
Oh yeah, that's when I'm gonna get it.
It'll
be a while.
Point, yeah, I wonder what the orders are looking like. I haven't looked. I just know that today in my hour of Rizoka, I didn't get all that much of anything. Except for Ruststone.
Gotta love the mini event being gone. That place goes to shit when the mini game event's gone.
Yeah, without the mini games, it's. I mean, it wasn't doing that bad before, but they adjusted it. I just think it's a sideways adjustment, not necessarily a good adjustment.
Yeah. I'm hoping to see them try to kind of rectify it here in the next few weeks. They'll probably trying to test it internally before they put it on the global labs.
Because I only got 28 sharps in the last hour. Which to me feels really, really wrong. And I was at 2100 gathering mastery.
And I think what they're about to do is they're about to create the artificial scarcity. The sharps are going to go up in price. And then they're going to all of a sudden pump it with, you know, events, it'll plummet the price.
Jerks. Fucking jerk shit, dude. So I just wanted to freaking get like enough sharp, like if I'm going out gathering, I'm only going out gathering for one fucking reason, dude. I want sharps to play with my stone, man.
Yeah.
And I can't get enough sharps per hour.
At that point, you have to convert your grind time into sharps.
And I don't want to.
Most don't want to. Because they're like, that's Kron's. Gathering was supposed to be for the alchemy stone. Grinding was for the gear.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's not like that anymore. Because I can't even use the sharps now because I haven't done an hour at tanning. But I know if there's no mini games, there's a chance that even if I'm getting ×2, which that's what I've been getting, you know, for sharps. ×1 or ×2s. I still have to hope for a mini game to come up enough with a sharp in it.
Fair.
And I know that they cracked out tanning with sharps. But most of those sharps were coming from mini games. But if you was to get 2 sharps to drop every other freaking drop, then you might be looking all right in 500 energy.
Yeah.
Nope, it was pretty scarce. So I'm gonna have to check tanning and, you know, something else.
I'll be very curious to start seeing the data difference as I get back into gathering after the alchemy run. Because, I mean, at that point, I am basically doing one run per session. So I'll go do a run of 4,000. I'll go do a run of 4,000, but I won't do this, like, giga run where I went and pulled 4 runs for one full crafting session.
Right, no. Yeah, now you only need to do like 1 hour, maybe a place, that way you at least get data.
One hour won't be enough, but getting a few good hours, 2-3 hours each, then you'll have the good average. And you just want to do it before they do any other mini game drop rate things.
Oh, I'm out of storage mates. Hey, we're a little bit over 17K in this hour.
Oh yeah,
Have-
1990, almost 25. Okay, yeah, we'll be done with it.
4 minutes, man. 4 minutes left in this hour, mate.
I got 50 on mine.
I got a necklace. Now they're messing with my heart.
We're 70,000 Agris now. Okay.
So yeah, 25k-ish an hour. Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Yep, and I'll see what what my lawn gets in the hour.
I'll be curious to see how she does.
Yeah, me too. Me too. Me
Hmm.
too. I got 1 minute. And all the stones are already dead. Oh man. 4 minutes I was able to already clear the 3 stones. I'm not mad. Okay. Oh. Don't get on the horse, you stupid. Nope. There's a fucking god. There goes the horse. Don't do it.
And it's gone.
Bring your happy ass down here, you fucking golem. You ain't getting my horse before I leave, you fucker. I done killed the stone and then forgot that a dang golem is just gonna blast off. I gotta lure him down before he tries to do his big whomper attack. He moves like a rock.
Interesting.
Like a rock. Roll like a rock. Chevy. Like a rock. I mean, I remember that 90s commercial.
Yep.
And oh, now we can leave. No, I don't want to talk to the vendor.
You sure about that?
So I sprinted right towards the vendor at R because I was trying to R onto my horse
Mm-hmm.
because the horse was near the vendor. Trying to get myself killed again. It's like I live for this shit.
Right.
Okay, let me. Whoa. Okay. Really? I don't believe this. Let me put that number. 1,000 every 4 minutes. And put all this shit up. Warehouse. You shut the fuck up. Care about you keeping tight
Let's
inventory.
see. We've got
Sick bastard.
38 minutes left on the grind. It's not too terrible.
Favorites. Buy more Danias. 24. Perfect.
I'm actually gonna have to buy some Adanias, I think, here soon. Just enough to get me through the crafting.
Yeah, that's every 3 days or 4.
We'll see when I actually get the next 3-day grind. Because it's at least 4 if I take it 3 hours. Because we burned, I think, what, 70-something thousand agris?
Mm-hmm. Oh, let me switch. See what she got. She was at 98%. So it's like 40-something percent per hour at Orbita. At 61. Let's see how fast it goes into 62. Or how far it goes into 62 in an hour. Get EXP.
There's the 62.
Get EXP. Ooh. Okay. 9.7.
Nice.
With no EXP? Oh shit. U3 popped.
Yep, it's 1 p.m.
Go, bitch, go. Go. Let's get him, Skeller. She's got some pretty big dumb AoEs too.
Yeah, she was an interesting class day one. I did her
Agreed.
demo. I was like, I did her at Piliku Jail is what I decided to go to. It was interesting running around in there.
Yeah, she would have been interesting. I did her for when she came out as a seasonal,
Mm-hmm. Same.
and I went everywhere, every zone. Didn't care. Went around every zone and seen how she did, and she was honestly pretty fun.
There was something about the movement and the going back and forth between the hammers I didn't end up liking. It was definitely a unique take on a class.
Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't anything that I fell in love with right away. I mean, I was just like, eh. Alright, time to get off. Type
Same.
thing.
I agree with you. She's got a thing. I just know if she's played right. She's one cracky addict. She just be going places. Next thing you know, you got someone coming over above you with a damn big hammer,
Yep.
about to land a big, meaty freaking AOE on you.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about too. That big one. That comes out like what would be the word? That big crescent hit.
Yep.
Where you see all the spikes come around. Yeah, I know. That's the one.
Yeah, you pretty much get narked by that shit. Dang, Suck My Pearls looted a Deborah Eka earring from a Harbinger of Immortality.
That would be Star's End.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'll say he's moving up in the world now. Whoever Suck My Pearls is. That bitch, it just came up here and he fucking one-shot my ass the second I came up here. What?
So many deaths.
That motherfucker literally aimed me out. The second I came up here, he aimed me out, dude. He literally came up to me, whacked me, and then went back to doing what he was doing. Fucking ootery. God. I couldn't even evade him. He just, like, turned around and threw something at me from a good distance as the second I came up the stairs.
Sounds
I
like
was
a
one-shotted.
new verse trolling shit too.
Yep, the fucking the GM's messing with people on Ootery or something. Scoofing with people. Like, oh, I'm gonna make that mob go for that person. Thanks. I mean, I'll take a gold bar box.
Can be worth a couple pennies.
Let's hope it's worth all of the 10 pennies that it's worth. Come on, all the pennies. 10 pennies. Big bucks, no whammies. Times 5, I'll take it.
That's worth.
And I looted a critical extra hit damage, which people do buy still.
That goes in the brutal decimation crystal, I believe. Or
From the Reform Storm? The
Oh,
Reforged Stone?
for forged stones. Yeah, no, those go in your sovereign.
Sovereigns.
I thought you were talking about the actual crystals. Like, those go, I think, in the brutal decimation crystal or whatever.
Yeah. I should do something with those crystals one of these days.
The issue is you can't buy the shit because it's too expensive to make and sell. And that's with a merchant ring. Again, everything's inflated and hard capped, and this is why it was never a good idea to have hard cap completely on the market. Let it be a true open market, and if your premium items get down to cents on the dollar, that's because you and your balancing team did that. If you wanted to keep it there, that's not a player base issue. That's
a you. That's a server or game people's developers issue because they can't figure it the fuck out.
Because you shouldn't have
years.
You shouldn't have to have things sitting at a hard cap or things sitting at a min list until it hits literally fucking worthless. You know, because at some point there is a supply and demand zone. There will be a point where it picks up and people start buying it to do something. And if there is no demand zone and it truly crashes out to like nothing, then that tells you your game is giving out too much of that item.
Just like the
Or-
Reforged Stone.
Yeah.
People still buy them, but it's only because they want them in some extra set. Or they just truly don't have them. Because a lot of my stones have just been sitting, and I'm just, I've got like 10 plus of almost each one.
Yeah. That's terrible.
The only ones that sells the extra damage ones, the critical hit.
Yep.
It's not like when you die, you're gonna lose it. So
Yep.
there can't be an artificial version of wanting to have it.
True. But in a true free economy, you would see shit be more expensive than what it is. You would see things be less expensive, but as soon as it hits the demand zone, it'll start dropping because people aren't buying it. So people will start selling, they'll start undercutting because people just aren't buying it. They'll find where the buyers come back. And that's where things will stabilize.
Yes, like in Star Citizen or in lots of other MMOs where it's not the game that's making the judgment on that price, it's the player.
When I get it, it also stops somebody from listing. Like, I still think their system works because you don't want them just to be able to instantly list it. Like, let's say a brand new class gets a Zarka. You don't want them instantly listing it for 100 billion silver.
10 billion, yeah.
No, keeping it in still how the system works is fine. But as long as the price is being pushed up and the demand is there, then yes, let it be worth more. When the demand is not there, let it drop in price until the sellers come in. Because eventually the sellers will sell, the buyers will eventually buy. We'll find where they're at.
Right, and that's why BDO's version of the central market works kind of really well, because there is those set prices. It's not like it's gonna go too extreme, but
what I'm saying is pull it to where it still functions
problem.
the same, but there is no cap.
Right.
So the market has to still do what the market does. Maybe you give it a little stronger leniency, so it takes a little longer to do it. But here's a great example: the shiny alchemy stones.
Yep.
Okay, who says it's worth that much? Okay, Pearl Abyss said it was worth that much. Now, sure, we can look at material cost in it, but if it's not selling at 1 trillion silver and it starts dropping down to 750 million silver and it sells every time at 750 or 750 billion, then there you go. That tells you that's what it's actually worth to the player base, because that's where the buyers come in on it.
Right, and we're only really judging it based on its value in sharps, because
Correct.
that's what it is.
But you got to think the
the
people
other
that are
shit is just
selling
tiny.
it mostly have luck clicked it.
Yeah. They didn't put 750 billion into it.
No, they probably got 300 to 500 in it. So it's going to make them a pretty penny.
Or even less. They like half the people that you see on streams, they get it in 1 or 2 clicks.
Which is fucking wild. To me, who's
Like,
literally
you don't-
already 20 clicks in on it.
Yeah, and Vicinity basically shows a clip like every week of it, so
I mean, fuck, I could go do my 10 clicks here after this hour, and we could see that it's probably not gonna go.
yeah, but it's just like I could tell my dad, I was like, but what are you really fucking saving those resources for?
Nothing. Just other than to get it to click more. So it
Yeah,
hurts a little
yeah.
less or hurts more, because you realize you just put 20 clicks through it, and you're like, God, that's a shit ton of money.
Yeah. Well, and that's only, but I tell my dad in the case of, well, that's only if you're buying everything.
Yeah, when you're gathering it on your own, it's fucking free.
Yeah, it's like, well, yeah, it hurts me far less. Which is why I don't feel bad about because I've never bought a sharp, so I don't care. But the second I have to buy sharps, I'm going to care. Like right now, I
Yeah.
can't even do a click because I may not get enough sharps in a reasonable hour.
Yeah.
Which comes down to what you said. I might have to put grind time into getting the
Material
sharp
versus
money.
yep. Versus where your life skill time could have funded that completely.
Right, it should have. You know, if I put a couple hours of life skill time, I expect to get, you know, more than a couple hundred damn sharps at least out of doing it. At least enough to, you know, maybe get a click a day. But as it sits right now, no. 30 sharps in an hour is not what I would consider good.
No, not at all.
I would consider that absolutely atrocious. About to send some Knights of Knee on the ass.
Let me go repair.
What do you know about the Knights who say knee?
Hmm?
You don't know who them Knights who say knee is?
No.
God damn. Monty Python's and the Holy Grail.
Oh, son of a bitch. I forgot. I've seen that movie several times. Why did that slip my mind? Oh my god.
Shrubbery.
Although, to be fair, the last time I watched Monty Python was almost 20 years ago.
Like it's been easily like, I don't know, 15 or more for me.
Because I used to watch it a lot with one of my girlfriends at the time. Would watch a bunch of different Monty Python stuff.
Yep. I had a similar girlfriend who had that DVD. Yep. And somehow I got stuck with that DVD and yep.
Nice.
I don't even know where that motherfucker went. Yep.
Somewhere with the DVD collection.
Yep.
Just like, I want to find my CD collection again. Just so I can listen to Ozzy Osbourne's Crazy Train without it being digitally edited.
Yeah, that's something that like that's something like I almost want to pull down my old computer and just yank the hard drive for all of its music.
Because, like, you know that the most recent version actually pulls out the tape squeak when it goes into the solo, right?
Yep.
And it's like, what? Why? That no, that's that, because that tape screech has been in there for fucking since the 1980 album release.
Yeah.
Because what it was is it was an accident on that solo that they did for Randy, and it was a the tape squeaked when it was spooling up to get into it. The head skipped on it, and it created that scratching screech noise. But it sounded awesome going into the solo, like it was intended.
Like it was intended. Yep. So they left it.
Yeah, for all those years until Sharon had him pull it out. Sharon went in and had all the stuff digitally updated and brought up remixed and remastered. Of course, she also was the reason they re-recorded all that shit, but that's not when that got pulled out. She had all that re-recorded because she hated the drummer and the bass player that were originally in it. And so the only way to get them off of the royalty checks was to have them re-record it.
And anything that's played is all the re-recordings.
Yeah.
Done.
But I think part of it too was just because Ozzy was dying and she wanted to have like one like really epic collection before.
True. It's just like the last Ozfest that he was in. I mean, yeah, he went down with a banger, man.
Oh yeah.
Went down with a fucking banger.
Well, I mean, even the last show he did,
Yeah,
the very
that's what I was
last
saying, his last show.
was fucking awesome. And you could see him trying to stand up too, which was what was so amazing.
I was just about to say that, and you know the other thing is like he knew that they couldn't be walking, but at that point he didn't give a fuck. He was trying to stand.
Oh, they talk about how much pain he was in because he said he was
Yep.
days sober. They said he wasn't just sober that day; he was days sober because he said he wanted to go into that show 100% clear-minded. I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah, that's not normal for a Nazi.
Nope.
I probably want to use some stuff. I keep forgetting. I don't want to use this. There we go. Solved.
But I think it was pretty cool getting to have Black Sabbath and Ozzy do the same show. So you got to hear some of the Ozzy shit, you got to hear some of the Black Sabbath shit, and it was the Black Sabbath band, and it was the Ozzy band, so it made it a lot of fun.
Yeah, no, it was a good show. My grandmother, it's her favorite band.
Nice.
Because my grandmother, she was 17 when they played their first show.
Okay.
And my grandfather and my grandmother was there. And they were also at Woodfest. My grandfather actually was the kind of guy that, even though he wasn't necessarily proud of it, but he did say he evaded the draft just to go to Woodfest.
Damn.
So he had to go to Canada from Chicago kind of area, you know what I mean? Like he went to, I think he said that he went to the Detroit Bridge version, or the Detroit Bridge at the time. And then they went to Canada and then went to New York where the Woodfest festival or Woodfest was happening. But you had the draft going in Chicago at the time when that was going.
Yep. So he had to get pardoned by Jimmy Carter to come back in.
Nope, he just, just totally evaded it.
Well, no, I'm saying he was technically a criminal at that point because of the draft dodging, so he had to wait for the Carter to do that full pardon. I'm pretty sure it was Carter did the draft pardon from the Vietnam War.
Wouldn't surprise me.
Because I swear it was Carter. It was the one who ended up doing the pardon for that. I don't think it was Reagan, because that would have been too far past the war.
Well, I mean, they didn't go to Canada for long. It was just long enough to go to Woodfest, so it would have been maybe a day. But it was long enough to evade them trying to get him for draft.
Weird.
At the time, it would have been the Vietnam start.
Yeah.
But yeah, my grandfather did a lot of crazy shit like that.
I was born in Canada.
My dad said he was almost born in Canada.
Oh shit.
And that's a good kid I was.
Because that's when, the summer of '69 is,
Yep.
the fun one. Well, that was my dad.
Nice.
He was, he wasn't born then, but he was born from
The summer of
the
69.
product of summer.
They had a place up there in London.
Yeah, I'm just aware that they weren't up there really long enough at all. But yeah, even though they did evade, he did evade the thing. He never seemed to ever care.
Did he actually get his draft papers though? Saying he was being drafted?
Everyone that was of age got drafted.
Huh.
I know I had a few family members on my mom's side that was absolutely drafted.
Oh yeah, I know. I mean, so was my uncle. But I was just curious because like, Dad didn't get his papers. He just joined because he said it would have been probably the Army or the Marines is what he'd have been in, but he ended up just joining the Navy. Because then he could pick where he
The only
wanted to go.
reason why they said it that you didn't get it was because you owned something, like a factory or a facility or something like that. You had too many kids, and that was about it.
Hmm.
You didn't really have much of an option unless you were too old.
But they did it in waves. It was never a one-off just wave.
Right.
So that's why I was curious
It
for him
wasn't
to not be classified as a criminal because they would have arrested him coming back into the U.S. means he may not have actually ever been served the paper, right?
Oh, he would. He may not have been.
Because avoiding the draft is one thing.
He also had a lot of kids at the time.
Then that's probably what maybe have saved him from actually being drafted.
I just know that in his brain, in his mind,
No, it definitely
that was.
was.
The reason for trying to skip to go to Woodfest.
Oh yeah.
Because he said people were getting served and having to go, and he said, fuck that, he's going to Woodfest.
That's awesome.
At least that's the story that my grandmother always keeps trying to tell me too, so assume that it still holds true.
Yeah. I'm sure it was definitely draft dodging, but if he would have come back, you said a couple days later into the U.S., crossing customs, he would have been arrested immediately and taken to, I don't.
Yeah, they weren't in Canada very, very long at all. They were only there just long enough to get to Woodfest.
Yeah.
But like my dad said, at one point they had property in Canada, but they didn't have it for long and they didn't stay there. Just like my grandparents on the other side, like they had property in a couple hours north of here. And they only went up there maybe once a year.
Okay. Because Dad was in, I want to say, doing architect stuff, and then several of his buddies got their notices in Monroe, and then in order for him to not go or be drafted and have no choice over it, he decided to just sign up on the Navy for 4 years, and this way he could pick. He actually had a choice of some freedoms of, you know, what you wanted to end up doing. And then he ended up doing it all from the U.S. ended up for how it worked out. He never had to go to Vietnam.
My grandfather on my mom's side, he flew in Vietnam, where my uncle Danny, he was in the front line. Total draft. So my grandfather was not a draft. He was an Air Force guy. He actually flew planes and did all the fun stuff like
Mhm.
my great grandfather. But Uncle Danny, oh no, he got fucked. He I don't even know how he survived.
We're talking like some
And
Lieutenant Dan type fucked, like Forrest
yeah,
Gump, Lieutenant Dan kind of shit.
actually very similar. So
Damn.
um, in his case, like out of his whole two platoons that was with him,
Hmm.
he was the only one that survived, and they didn't find him for like until like a week later,
Shit.
after everyone died, and they were combing through the area, and they were trying to check for survivors and people, and he'd rolled over and was like, "No, I'm still alive, guys." He'd been laying there in a fucking mud patty for a week.
That's wild.
A week by himself, with everyone and all of his friends dead. My uncle Danny he was fucked up. He was always fucked up. I assume it was because of that. He's seen
Yeah.
everybody die around him. He said basically what had happened was they were walking through the forest, and some of them walked on some grenades and IEDs,
Boom.
and well, they didn't make it after that.
Yeah.
So, and being the frontline people, well,
You
that's
were
what
the.
happened.
You will be the EOD at that point.
Hmm. Yeah, he somehow made it back. He served his time for sure. But he didn't go back into the military after that.
Oh no, most of them came right the fuck out.
Uh-huh. So yeah, I had a few family members that were in that particular war.
See, my grandfather was technically in the Army Air Corps, so before it was the Air Force. In World War II,
Mm-hmm.
and then my grandmother's brothers all were in World War II. One was actually on Iwo Jima the day they rose the flag. He wasn't with them, but he was there on the island. Said he always talked about the day that they could see the flag being raised on Iwo Jima. And then the crazy part is all three of the brothers, or four of the brothers, were all on the same bus home at the very end. None of them knowing that any of the
Wow.
other one had survived.
That would have been crazy.
I was like, now that's wild that they all came back and all on the same bus and didn't know they were all on the same bus till they got off.
That's movie worthy.
Yeah. They all went separate ways. They were all in different branches, or I'm pretty sure. I think two were in the Army. One was a Marine, and I think one was in the Navy.
My great grandfather on my mom's side was in World War II. He was flying.
That's one of the
He was
crazy.
flying the B-52.
Ooh, okay.
So he had a pretty fun career.
I would imagine.
Yeah, he was saying he was one of the guys that talked about the lights in the that they seen, like the German Foo Fighters and stuff in the sky
Oh wow.
as they were like when they were driving or flying towards D-Day.
Mm-hmm.
He said that they were seeing lights in the sky and other pilots were reporting it. He just never, like said it.
Yeah.
And then only years later, well, had I seen something on like History Channel or something when when people are actually like trying to report it about, oh yeah, there was, these Foo Fighters and things, and then the military like unclassified it and said the same thing.
That's
It's like,
wild.
oh, okay, well then, at least I know my grandfather wasn't crazy or something. He's like, nope, I only seen it that time, and I'd flown many, many hours before that, like thousands. I was like, oh, I believe you. He's like, yeah, it's pretty fucked up. Because it was keeping up with their planes and stuff, like because he wasn't the only plane,
Yeah.
there was hundreds of planes,
Oh yeah.
and they were all basically stating the same thing, like there's these yellow orbs keeping up with them, and they thought they were just some version of a German plane. He never thought once that there was some kind of UFOs, but he did mention it. Because I'd ask him, every now and then, oh yeah, what you see during flying? He's like, oh yeah, see this, or oh yeah, see something cool in the sky, or. And he said, yep, that one time when we were heading towards D-Day, we saw these weird yellow lights that was keeping up with our planes, and we just thought that they were the Germans trying to fuck with us.
Little did they know it was aliens.
Little did they know.
And the aliens are probably like, these fucking Earthlings, puny ass ships.
Could you imagine what they were thinking, though, really? Could you really really think, like, what were the Foo Fighters really thinking at the time? Like,
Yeah.
as they were like looking around at the battle situation, they're like, well, why are they fighting?
Right.
Because I think Reagan's right. I think if something like that was to come across our view or in our lives, we would absolutely stop fighting and probably be like, yeah, why are we fighting again?
Mm-hmm.
We have something bigger to worry about.
Yep. That's very true.
Because it all goes right downhill if once we see that there's something more than what we know. So people will be like, oh, we probably should rethink this and stop fighting with ourselves and trying to blow ourselves up with nuclear weapons.
And start trying to blow whatever the fuck is out there with nukes. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll start deleting, other directions other than the planet. It's just like when you tell a set of Marines to kill the enemy over in that direction. Don't worry, everything was eliminated in that direction.
Mm-hmm.
There might not be buildings left.
Alright. We'll go ahead and call it here. I've only got just a few seconds left on the buffs. There's no point in going at it again. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, here, let me put it over so y'all can see it clearly. So we got 3 earrings, 2 necklaces, and a belt. We got 26 of the primordial fragments and 18 of the wands. So that's not terrible. And then trash, we'll go get the actual value here. Yeah, fuck it. It'll pull up when I go change characters. This will make a little bit of money. Oh yeah, and Agris we pulled just at 50,000.
Quite literally. 25K an hour.
Yep.
Almost like numbers don't lie.
Yep.
Weird.
All right. So we walked away with 2 hours, 40,000 trash in 2 hours, so almost 20,000 an hour with just Agris. It's not terrible.
Mm-mm. I'd be happy with that.
So you're looking at 5.1 billion right there in tangible mets.
Yeah. Touchable silvers.
Oh yeah.
It can be played with.
And then 1.2 in gold bar still. Not terrible. All right, time to make some money with the devos though. Get these shits on the market.
You got 6 or 3 for each hour. Pretty decent.
Yeah. I mean, these won't take too terribly long to sell. The necklaces are crashing though, which is whatever.
Yeah, they're gonna be.
They're the oldest accessory.
gonna
Of
be.
course they're gonna crash.
The what?
They're the oldest accessory, so of course they're gonna crash out of all of them. Devos have been around for a long ass time. Or for
Right,
the
and
Devo.
most people are trying to get them because of the whole. It gives the most AP out of your whole kit with the Karazods.
Yep.
Even though it is just an extra 4 AP stat on your from Pen Devo to the Karazad, still something.
That is true. All right. So we need to eliminate this shit.
Elimination, you say?
Yeah, get it out so that it's
Deletion, you say?
total deletion.
You say? Get rid of it.
Throw it away.
What does Australians say? Throw it in the bin.
Well, that's true.
In your case, the bin's the storage.
Yep.
Not the trash. Like everything in BDO, you just throw it in the sword. You figure out what to do with it later.
Right. Okay, so we've got that queued up. We'll do that later. And put up the guild shit. All right. So yeah, made some gains. Slowly but surely, we're getting there. All right, I said I was gonna look up something. What was it when I said I got done?
The at the merchant, how much the merchant to get into Marnie Ramos at Aetherion?
Son of a bitch.
It's okay.
On my way.
My ADHD is stopping me from forming words.
Even though I'm about to teleport her back to Heidel, it doesn't, or Valia, it doesn't matter. I do feel like they kind of got a little lazy with these castles. They all kind of look the same-ish, just slightly rescanned.
Mm-hmm. You're wrong. The only one that's crazy is Tenebrum. Tenebrum's not a normal castle. And Orbita's
50
not
bill or 50
normal
million
either.
to get in for the
50 mil. Okay. I thought I was right.
Okay, so get back on to some crafting here for a bit. So yeah. Depending on what goes on tonight will determine what we end up doing. Whatever time I get on, not 100% sure. But I will see y'all at some point tonight. I'm pretty sure. If not, it'll be tomorrow. After I slam some tacos back. So enjoy y'all's afternoons and all that good stuff, and I'll see y'all later tonight. Hopefully.
Thank you, man.